symbolizing the resurrection. We just dye them now and have rolls of Easter eggs on the lawn of the White House. But people don't know what the symbols mean or why they came. But again, they're nothing to do with Christianity. Except as it became cosmopolitan religion. We all like those symbols. People love mistletoe, for instance. Once again, traditional, certainly Druid, English Druid, pagan symbol. And these are the favorite trappings. These are the favorite trappings of these holidays. So when I say that this Sundance pole is like the Christmas tree, I think it probably goes back to similar roots. I don't know what in the prehistoric past, you know, where they diverged. But they will go out and cut a tree, a holy tree, and bring it into the home. That's exactly what most of you folks have Christmas trees do. Again, I'm an expert on Palestinian culture and civilization from the time of Jesus in the Second Temple, and I can assure you there was nothing like a Christmas tree in that culture, or anything even resembling it. It's a totally northern, Siberian, European plains, if you like, nomadic custom. So we have young maidens come out singing with sharp axes. They chop a tree down. The chiefs, the sons of chiefs, carry the sacred tree home. When the holy tree is brought into the home, they set it in the center. Everyone starts dancing. Now from there on, the resemblance ceases, because it's sort of like dancing around the maypole in some cultures. This time it is going to be a dance around the maypole, if you like. They sing sacred songs and so on and so forth. But what do? It's on page 74, I think. The holy men pierced the ears of the little one and gave a pony away. The next day the dance began, and those who were going to take part were ready. They had been fasting and purifying themselves in the sweat lodges. First their bodies were painted by holy men, then each would lie down beneath the tree as though he was dead, and the holy men would cut a place in his back or chest so that a strip of rawhide could be fastened to the top of the tree. Fastened to the top of the tree could be pushed through his flesh and tied. Then the men would get up and dance to the drums, leaning back on the rawhide strip, as long as they could stand the pain or until the flesh tore loose. We're in a different universe here. So, how many want to do the Sundance? How many are ready for this one? I didn't get too many volunteers in any of my classes for this. So, I think if you were carried away in a communal setting, and if you wanted to show how brave you were, that you could take pain and so on, you would do it. You wouldn't do it? No, you wouldn't. I don't think the women did it, so I don't think you have to worry too much. We're talking about the young men who are about to go into battle here. I think get down to Fort Camp Pendleton, a place like that, they'd probably be ready for it, having been all hyped up and psyched up for this sort of thing. And we would gather sharp spear grass, and when a man came along without a shirt, we would stick him to see if it would make him cry out and make him worse. Also, we made pop guns out of young ash boughs and shot at the men and women to see. He humanizes these people, and he does it in a very good-natured way. Anyway, this is, I think, the dance that, I don't know where he says it, that Sitting Bull had the vision in. What was Sitting Bull's vision? Why were the Indians prepared to fight so hard against the cavalry? He says that he saw the vision of the cavalry dropping from the sky into the camp. And he took that to mean that the Great Spirit was giving them the cavalry, which is almost what happened. And so you can read this more carefully yourself. This is an earlier fight with 3 stars, who was not Custer. This is Crook, bigger general than Custer. Notice I, just for fun, line on page 79, I think it is here, he's describing the battle with a different Native American chap. The next morning, about 20 of us young fellows first started out to see where the fight had been. First we saw a dead horse without shoes. Then we saw a dead horse with shoes, and near this one was a soldier full of arrows. We got to where the soldier had camped after the fight, and there was a place where the ground was fresh.